Hi guys, it's the Black Bonsai guy and I'm back. Today I will be doing an update video on my Portulacaria Africa. One of my subscribers, Jonark, asked for a follow-up video. So Jonark, here is your follow-up video. So first thing we want to do is we want to look at the soil. Now, I do primarily 80% of my watering. I know how to do it. But some people in the household, I won't say any names, they don't know how to do it. They'll cut the hose on full blast. And when you cut the hose on full blast on these things, I said it over and over again, you break, there's an electromagnetic charge over the surface of your soil. And you have to slowly introduce water into it. If you don't, the water can't penetrate it and it'll just knock the soil off. So I keep mine on this step kind of in the center of my yard. So I was able to gather up all of the soil that ran off. And the first thing I'll do is I'll just readdress the soil line. And you want to do this because it's the summertime and you want to make sure that those roots stay nice and hydrated. Now if this was let's say like a juniper and it was in the area where the soil, where it gets real hot, that sun could have killed this plant. That's why it's important you preserve and maintain soil integrity. So let me just do a quick little profile so you guys can see. Here is the front of the plant, and as you can see, it's put on a lot of growth. So all we're going to do is just give it a quick trim up. Make sure we're still in focus. Alright, here's the fun part. For me at least, a lot of folks this is hard to look at. So let's start from the bottom. Now come here. Let's go ahead. Take this piece off. So we have a lot of it that's going up towards the sky. So I'm gonna just take all of those off. And I got my little fine pruners here. Allow you to get in there and get tight. So I'm gonna just take all that off. I'm taking this off because we don't want the tree to grow in that direction. We don't want it coming to you. We don't want it growing back into the tree, crossing over. We want to be able to show those branches off. And when you cut it, you're actually going to start thickening up the branches. So I'm going to let this one stay on. It's coming this way, but once I get some more wire on it, I'm going to wire it down that way. Can't be afraid to cut them. They'll grow back. Again, this is the front. I'm doing it from the back so you guys can see. And take that off. All right. Doing some branch repositioning. Slowly and then branches back into shape. Again, paying attention to negative space. Yep, starting to come back in family. Now you see, this is put on some growth, and I left a little piece of wire back there because I knew it was going to come. So now I'm going to start directing this branch the way I want it to go. Got some branches in the back that's taking up some negative space, so I get those out. Let's take a look. Let me see what you guys are seeing. So this right here, that branch needs to come out. It's growing up. Just one. I think we got our negative space back there. Looking good. Let me see if I can get some height on this branch here. Looking good, looking good. See if we can bring this down. You gotta be careful. Take another look. So if you see right there, that's, oh yeah, I said I was gonna leave this one in there because I'm gonna bend that back that way. I'll talk about the concept of ramification, but I think this is all I want to take off for now. And then I'll talk to you about ramification. Let's just take another look. Let's see how we looking. I like it. I like it. I like it. So ramification on Portulacaria Africa. Let me see if I can find some pieces. Of course, I can't find any pieces. So what you want to do is we want to start having the leaves of the Portulacaria Africa get really dense. And the way you get it dense is you come in and you make a cut immediately. Let me make sure that's in focus. Give me a second. I want to make sure you guys can see. You make a cut immediately above 2 leaves. The plant's response is it's going to send out a new shoot going this way, a new shoot going this way. You let those guys come out, and then you continue to make that same cut right above the 2 nodes. What'll happen is eventually, hopefully you guys can see that, you'll have a dense cluster of leaves that are very small. See these 2 leaves right here? I want to make sure you can see it. I think the background is throwing it off. But these 2 leaves, those is where we want to go. We want to get the leaves nice and small like that. We don't necessarily want big leaves on it. Even though big leaves aren't bad, but we want to get the leaves nice and tight. So I made the big cuts. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and everywhere I see something, I'm going to cut immediately above the two nodes, and that's going to allow me to get better ramification. And I say two nodes, I meant two leaves. Gotta pardon me, I've been drinking the margaritas today. And the reason why is because we want to see the branches. We can see the branches, everything looks good, but on the ends we want to have nice dense foliage. So let me do some cleanup here. Cutting it back is good for it. Real good for it, actually. When you cut it back, it helps strengthen the branch. Get things tighter. Turn for a second so I can see. See how this is just a nice cluster of branches? We want to refine that even more. Some of them don't have two leaves, so I'm just cutting. And this will get nice and full. Kind of long down here, which I don't mind. I'll leave it for now. Remember, this is an 8-year project. Take time. All right, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I just gotta slice it just a little bit, right above the two nodes, just to help stimulate growth a little bit. I want this to be almost like a triangle, so maybe we do take some of this off. Take a look. Looking good still. Branches are much more stiffer than the last time I showed you guys this. Yeah, so this is it. Let me look at my soil once again. And let me pause for a second. All right, I'm back. Here's a cutting that I took from the original plant, this plant right here, and I potted it last time. And if you tug it, it has roots. It's good to go. So we want to take care of these too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim this down a little bit, and I'm gonna stick some of these cuttings back in this pot. Let me move this over, and let's take this off. Stick that in now. Let's get our long cuttings. This is really all you got to do to root these. You can root them from leaves, or just cut the bottoms off, stick them in some soil. Alright, so I'll go through there and I'll get all those cut up and put into some pots. And what I'll do is, eventually I'll have a whole bunch of cuttings ready for future. And for this particular one, you can put it in a pot and have it dripping over. You kind of coming like an S. I got some in training. Let me go grab one so you can see. All right, I'm back. So here's a one. Can't turn it too much because it hangs off the table. But this is one that I have in training. I have the branch. It'll come down, and it'll probably be about a foot or so hanging off the pot. And every time you come through, you just want to give it a. Every time you trim your Portulacaria Africas, you just want to get in there and make sure you take care of everybody, because everybody needs a little trim. You know what I mean? I haven't trimmed this one up since the last time I potted this one, but I think that's good for now. You see the branch structure. Gonna have one going this way, one coming this way. Just got to give it time to grow out, get nice and thick. But you can do so many different things with these. So I'll finish turning these into the next generation. But I just wanted to do a quick update for you, Jonark. I know you asked for it, and I promise you that I'll do it. That's all I got for today. It's the Black Bonsai Guy. I'm out.